Good morning, good morning. This is my crown, all right? Kings wear crowns. Came here straight out of Illinois Department of Corrections, and I was making a documentary about Maryland and Illinois' war on drugs, mass incarceration in your prison industry, N62528, State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis, all right? I'm a private chef, I'm a caterer, I'm an independent filmmaker, I'm a businessman. And the state of Maryland kidnapped me. The state of Illinois kidnapped me because I was making a movie about your war on drugs. I ran Contra. I got a Department of Justice number, and I got an FBI file. And my file goes back to 1981. My Department of Justice file and my FBI file and my criminal file go back to 1981. Territorial drug dispute, south side of Waukegan. All right? Operation Greylord, them guns, back in Operation Greylord, I participated in that. I paid off some lawyers for some cases. I got exonerated. I'm not a part of that, you feel me? So I came to Baltimore and I started making a movie about Baltimore's police department. I was making a movie about Governor Shelia Dixon, Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake, Mayor Pugh. It's about the Democratic Party and the money y'all make off of black bodies. Y'all get mad at Donald Trump because you say he racist. Donald Trump is racist. You know what I'm saying? He is racist. We know he racist. But the thing that hurts the black people and the black America is the Democratic Party. Because y'all say y'all ain't racist, but y'all carry out a racist agenda of mass incarceration. You feel me? So this is where we're going to go with this. Tomorrow I'm going to be at I got an art exhibit. We're doing art and activism. We're doing art and activism at the States Attorney's Office. Because the State's Attorney's Office is a SunTrust Bank. And that's a constitutional violation of public accommodations. You understand what I'm saying? The State's Attorney's Office is supposed to be accessible to the citizens of Baltimore, Maryland. I can't get in there. I'm banned from the office. I'm banned from the building. So tomorrow I'm going to put all this information that I'm going to put it outside the State's Attorney's Office on that plywood that y'all put out there to ban us from breaking glass. I ain't going to break your glass. I'm going to send you to jail. And this is how I'm going to send you to jail. Social media for social change. All right. You go on my Facebook page. That's from 2009. All right. Shows you I was making a movie. All right. Police department. This is from 2007. All right. I went home on vacation. I came back on probation. I participate in these town halls about stopping the violence and ending the violence. All right. Why kids join gangs. Now that's that's March 15th, 2007. I want this to be perfectly clear here. This is Special Agent Jason of the FBI. This is a follow-up letter to our conversation on February the 1st, 2007. Enclosed are my papers to give you a validity to my claim of civil and constitutional rights violations. I have a diary from May 28th, 1986 to July 86. The Court of Lake County Sheriff's Department are responsible. If you read the letters, you can see the temperament of Lake County. 1. I want to charge Bobby Thompson with attempted murder. I was in the United States Navy. I was supposed to be protected. 2. I want Lawrence Wade charged with police brutality, which happened in 1982. Number 3, I want Judge Scott, State's Attorney Boers, Public Defender Keefe, for conspiracy and illegally incarcerating me into the Department of Illinois. I am very serious about this. These papers, plus the ones I have in my possession, proves the things beyond a reasonable doubt. I am only one man in the United States to go to jail for 3 years, win my appeal in the court system and allowed to destroy records and still claim falsehoods. I also remind you that I am only man in history to go to jail for turning in guns and drugs. That false arrest for the bomb threat, I've established a pattern here. You are supposed to seek justice on my behalf. You are not going to pursue this. You will please return my written documents. Thank you. Have a nice day. That's my number. That's the FBI. That's 2007. That's 2009. Like I said, I've been making a movie about y'all. All right. And I got my paperwork in order. Jerome Stevens, Senator Hardin's office, the Maryland Black Caucus. All right. Looking for Justice, Black History Month. You see Jane Weibel. You see Mike Shue. You see Larry Lesser. You see the Chicago FBI, the Baltimore FBI. It's making a movie about y'all and y'all's politics and how y'all protect yourselves, how you shield yourselves from this corruption. You use your courts to do it. So I'm put it all on film. That's a movie release. And that's my whistleblower's application to the Department of Justice. That's in Illinois in 2009. That's in Maryland in 2009. See the investigative service team on Franklin? So get my paperwork. We don't want no misunderstandings. I applied for Martin Luther King's job, and we're going to talk about social justice for social change. I'm going to put everything that's in this book about the prison industry in the documentary. That's very clear. A documentary about the judicial system, freedom of speech. See the date, 2009. I'm going to put everything here out on the wall. I'm going to put everything here at this protest tomorrow. It's going to be all on the wall. Just another brick on the wall. It's the art of protest. All right. Contact Mayor Pugh and get all the information from Mayor Pugh. Because like I said, making a movie about your prison industry. All right. Martin O'Malley's prison industry. All right. That's the Constitution. That's the freedom of speech. Congress shall abridge no laws, establish religion, or prohibiting the freedom of exercise, therefore, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, of the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government to redress grievances. I did that. I did that with this toilet. I did that with this toilet. And I gave it to you. And I gave it to you. And I gave it to you. Y'all was at the meeting at the NAACP candidacy forum in 2014. I gave y'all this before you got elected. You can go to jail too. Just like Congressman Jesse Jackson Jr. and his wife, y'all can go to jail for denying due process and equal protection, shielding the corruption. That's States Attorney. All right, together we can make a difference. This shows you when I was doing this, 2008. That's when Shelia Dixon was going through her stuff. That's when Brandon Scott was making his way into the Democratic Party. If you got Shelia Dixon or Brandon Scott, you still got Governor O'Malley, because y'all still eating off the same plate. Y'all still eating off the same plate. On December the 10th, Dixon wasn't Shelia Dixon. No, she was going through her criminal charges. She came to the retirement party for Councilman Welch. And at the retirement party, she called the council a dirty dozen. And they is a dirty dozen, because they've been shielding the corruption. Y'all make a lot of money off the prison industry. Zero tolerance, stop and frisk. I was making a movie about you, about zero tolerance and stop and frisk. The money you was making off of black bodies while you was in office. You say that you was trying to make the streets safer? No, you never addressed the war on drugs. I had Jessamy over at the Belvedere Square. Her and her security guard. Called her the same way I did Mosby. And I do Mosby the same way. These are the cases. And these cases is going to cost Baltimore City a lot of money. Because right there, that's the state's attorney's office. All right? That's the state's attorney's office. That's your office. You got that. That's your office. You had that. It was all about Shelia Dixon. That's a movie release. It's a documentary. Movie release. It's a documentary. It's a documentary. It's a documentary. It's a documentary about you. Parole and probation, Linda Dodge, Mr. McGee, Jeremy Stemick. Jeremy Stemick paid off a lawyer $40,000 to fix a case. Yeah, it was about you. All right? Insurance Incorporated. Mayor Rockingham. Ain't no law against making a movie. So let's go right here. These are the people that know. You go get all the emails from D.D. Shortman at AOL.com. See that? This is going to name all the name a lot of the corrupt politicians. D.D. Shortman at AOL.com. Jeremy Stevens, Governor Cardin's office. You see these names? Ed Norris. You see these names? NAACP. You see these names? That's James Hammond. See this? Shellenberger should have done this in September of 2008. Federal and state violations. Bank of America, SunTrust Bank, James Hammond Brother Insurance. All right. Right here. To whom it may concern. Dear sir, dear madam. That's May 2008. I was locked up in the state of Illinois. All right. This letter is to verify that on February the 1st, 2008, Dwayne Davis, leasee at the Ridge Country store, is no longer a member of that store. That was what it says. February 1st, 2008. So if you had that February 2008, I had put in my case about I am Dred Scott in that same month. All right. So if Jake Davis had that store, then nobody should have been signing my checks out my bank account. James Hammond wrote an illegal lease to Jake Davis. You can't have two leases on one property. And Shellenberger knew that. Bernstein knew that. Judge Turnbull knew that. The Maryland Black Caucus knew that. Brian Frost knew that. Sheila Dixon knew that. Yeah, your city solicitor knew that. That store was financing my movie and my documentary. I was making $260,000 a year, grossing. All right. So in 13 years, you owe me over $202.6 million. You owe me close to $3 million. That's in lost wages. Like I said, I was making a movie and I could prove everything I'm saying because I got it all on paperwork. I got my paperwork together. Maryland Black Caucus, Monday, March 9th, 2018. Telma Branch. You see that? Ed Norris. You see that? Michael Bush. Bobby Zirkin. Governor O'Malley. Larry Lesser. Chicago FBI. Mike Shue. Bobby Zirkin. John. Yeah. This is a breakdown of your criminal enterprise. How you use the media and the media protects the corruption here. That's WJZ. That's when Kai Jackson was at WJZ. Adam A was there. Bob Turk, Stan Saunders, Gigi Barnett, Baltimore Sun. All right. But this is your breakdown and how he does it. If you go to D.C. Stevenson from the 1920s, Governor O'Malley did the same thing that D.C. Stevens did. He used the state's attorney, Bernstein and Shellenberger. He used his commissioner, all right, and Mr. O'Neill. And these is the judges. You got over 10,000 cases going to have to be reversed and remanded because I asked for public hearing. I asked for public hearing in 2009. All right. See it? Judge Holland got it. I got your judges and your lawyers and your politicians because it's all about the courts and the corruption in the courts. That's why we having an uprising because you're not giving due process and equal protections. You kidnapped me from my home because I was making a movie about y'all. A motion for a public hearing. I'm going to put this all on the wall tomorrow. All of this. All of my customers. Everything that I've been doing. We're going to put this on the wall. It's the art of protest. See that? That's the Baltimore Ravens. All right, that's the Baltimore Ravens. I used to work with Jonathan Ogden, Ed Mulatullo, Yonda. All right, that's the Baltimore Ravens at summer camps. That's my toilet. Like I said, white people. See that? I used to blow up those emails, and those emails was, like I said, my film studio. I was making a movie about y'all. Go to 98 Rock and ask them about me. You feel me? Go to 98 Rock and ask them about me. I had white people helping me out about a documentary about racism in America. I had white people doing it. This is the 4th of July, and I'm going to show you Baltimore's hidden assets. I'm going to show you where to go find the money at. I'm going to show you the money behind the machine. So Sheila Dixon, Get yourself together. Brandon Scott, get my paperwork. Brandon Scott got a boatload of emails. He ain't answered one of them. All right? And I'm going to prove to you what I'm saying to you. See the date of that? That's Reverend Heath. Pastor Heath used to be Governor O'Malley's community. You see that? Shorty, you need a civil rights lawyer. I would support a couple. I suggest a couple ones. Billy Murphy, Dwight Pettit. Yeah, Billy Murphy and Dwight Pettit didn't want this case because it was too close to their friends. They send too many of their friends to jail. All right? Contact and send your DVD to C4. I sent this DVD to C4. C4 didn't do nothing with it. His brother didn't do nothing with it, neither. Kiefer Mitchell, when Kiefer Mitchell was Senator Mitchell. C4 and Senator Mitchell, like I said, your media protects your Democratic Party and your media protects the corruption that's going on here. WBAL, all right? Senator James Mika, Illinois. I went to Illinois and I went to Maryland. You feel me? You can help me to get this story out. And you can send me Maryland contacts you may have. They tried to kill me in Illinois because I was asking questions about the murder of my son. All right? Y'all tried to kill me a couple times, but I ain't scared of dying. That's the office of the governor. 2007. All right? Shows you I was making a movie. Shows you I was doing my due diligence. You feel me? Cockeysville. Judicial Inquiry Board. It's about your prison and the money you make off of black bodies. Make a lot of sense. So Marilyn Mosby, coming to your office tomorrow. Be at your office, I'm going to be at your house. And I'm going to put everything that I'm showing you now, I'm going to put it on the wall. All this paperwork is going to be at your front door. Your face is going to be on there. The state of Maryland took property from me. And this is what they took. The contents have been destroyed or displaced. All right. The entire contents of the defendant's vehicle, a 1999 Chevy Suburban, that was $6,000. The contents of the vehicle was worth $130 million. It was movie releases, press releases. All right. If the contents have been destroyed or disposed of, then produced and provided to Jerome Joyce Esquire, the Public Defender's Office. All right. If it's been destroyed, then you're supposed to compensate me for my losses. You're supposed to pay me. Because see right here, you are liable to a body attachment, all right, for fine or failure to obey the subpoena. And nobody did nothing to Pollard Towing. That's Richard R. Pollard, or Pollard Towing. You never did nothing to him. He owes me for the vehicle and the contents of the vehicle, but he conspired with Shellenberger to do it. That's Chief Roberts of the Supreme Court. All right, that's a follow-up letter. This is a follow-up letter enclosed dated 2010 elections. Yeah, this was the 2010 elections. I was locked up in Illinois and Maryland and labeled a terrorist because I was exposing the corruption in the courts. Eric Holder, Alan Locks, Rod Rosenstein, Department of Justice have full knowledge of my independent open investigation concerning the courts. Richard McFeely, the FBI, has a case file submitted February the 1st, 2007. All right. Conjunction with the Chicago office. That was the first letter I wrote you. I started this project in September of 2006. Governor O'Malley showed interest in the project 2006 until it uncovered the corruption under his administration. Doug Gansler, Rod Rosenstein have blocked a court order by Judge Turnbull to have my possessions, including a truck, a computer, a 1986 Jailhouse Diary, 13 storyboards, 2008 to 2001 diary, a ledger, movie release forms, and evidence of my whistleblower's application against the courts returned to me. All right. NAACP got that. Eric Holder got that. The ACLU got it. Obama got it. And they got it. Now, this is Governor Hogan. He got it too. All right. Governor Hogan got it. And Brian Frost got it. So tomorrow I'm doing the art of protest. It's the art of protest. It's the art of telling the truth. So Sheila Dixon, this ain't personal. It's strictly business. I was making a movie. I told Hassan Giordano I was making a movie. Everybody I've been telling about making a movie. I got 13 different movies. No, I got 14 movies. Letter Design is one. And I got 13 other ones. Baltimore Rewired is all about you. The money behind the war on drugs. You want to make Baltimore safe again? Address the war on drugs. Because like I got what I need. It's all right here. Movie releases and Black History Month. Jerome Stevens, 2009. Bobby Zirkin. It's my birthday wish. All right. December 13th, 2009. So I hope you win the seat or you win the seat. Whoever wins the seat got to deal with this corruption and racism. Whoever wins the seat going to have to admit to what they knew and how long they've been knowing about it. It's come full circle. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Because like I said, it's the art of protest. You ain't denied nothing I said. You ain't commented on nothing I said. You ain't responded to nan email. But the both of you ain't no better than the other. Both of y'all eating off Gov.O'Malley's plate.